friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind GodUpdates and God2, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
A 11-year-old Massachusetts girl saves little boy who fell down 20 feet into a well. Written by Michaela Gordoni, read by Julie Provost. A Massachusetts 5-year-old was playing in his yard when he fell 20 feet down his neighbor's well. He didn't have Lassie to rescue him, but a nearby 11-year-old heard the boy's mom screaming and came to help. The girl saved the little boy by grabbing a ladder and calling 911. I heard a banging noise and then a scream that I had never heard out of my son before, said the 5-year-old's mom, Kathleen Freeman. She ran over to the well that was between their house and their neighbors and saw her son Jack standing at the bottom. He had fallen 20 feet after the well cover gave way when he stood on it. Their neighbor, 11-year-old Juliana Fisher, heard Kathleen scream and came to the rescue. Juliana called 911 and spotted a ladder lying next to the house. I was just trying to talk to Jack, and he was just crying and everything, holding on to the pipe at the bottom, Juliana said. While she was talking to the 911 operator, I see the ladder over there, Juliana said to Kathleen. I got it and I put it down for him to grab. Before Juliana grabbed the ladder, her dad had run to get a rope. By the time her dad had got back, they had already had the ladder in the well. We just told Jack to switch over from the pipe that he was holding onto the ladder and just come up slowly, Kathleen said. Jack was completely wet and had a few scratches when he climbed out of the well. EMTs secured the well by placing a metal plate with cinder blocks over it. He was really brave, and I'm so thankful for Juliana. It was a very good feeling that he got out of the well, Kathleen said. It's a miracle that Jack suffered no serious injuries after falling 20 feet. Thank you to God that Juliana acted instantly without hesitation. Her parents should be proud.
At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than money. It's a way to support the people, causes, and community you love. Because helping you put your faith into action is at the heart of what we do. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million U.S. citizens carry medical debt, but that's not the whole story. With health insurance, your out-of-pocket and monthly costs are way too high. You get surprise bills, denied claims, and poor customer service. That's a serious burden. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. You can enroll at any time and join a proven faith-based solution that's both reliable and affordable. CHM isn't just help, it's financial and spiritual support when you need it most. Families across the country count on CHM to step in during their hardest moments, and it works. Stand up to health insurance with a low-cost biblical solution. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/wellness. That's chministries.org/wellness.
At 4, they received the same cancer diagnosis. Years later, they meet again at medical school. Written by Michaela Gordoni, read by Julie Provost. In 2007, 4-year-old Ellie Koerner and 4-year-old Dawson Nailor both had acute lymphoblastic leukemia, were treated by the same physicians. Now, 18 years later, they both meet again at medical school, where they're studying to be cancer doctors. At a social event one night at the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine, Dawson saw Ellie and recognized her as the little girl he had known 18 years earlier. He taps me on the shoulder and he's like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Ellie," she recalled. I was like, "Did you have leukemia?" Dawson asked her. His eyes widened and she was like, "Yes, I did." He said, "We were treated together and I was just speechless," Ellie said. And then we took a picture together and sent it to both our moms. And our moms immediately remembered, each other, Dawson said. What's even more miraculous is that neither student has called Philadelphia their home. They both grew up in South New Jersey but received treatment at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. We grew up 10 minutes apart from each other our entire lives, and we never crossed paths outside of Philadelphia, Dawson recalled. Ellie said she knew all the same doctors. She went into remission in 2008 and became a talented athlete, competing in gymnastics, lacrosse, and tennis. Dawson said, "I celebrated my 5th birthday in the hospital and then ultimately underwent chemotherapy for 2.5 years. Went into remission and was cancer-free on October 1st, 2010. Dawson also became an athlete, competing in baseball and track and field. They both got involved in raising money for cancer patients and their families, and they both want to help young cancer patients. 75% of the reason I want to be a doctor is because I want to be the kind of doctor that treated me, Ellie said. You know, I feel like it's kind of been a lifelong calling, born out of struggle and shaped by my experiences, Dawson said. News footage shows the pair at their white coat ceremony hugging and smiling broadly. We've gone our separate ways in life, and now life has brought us back to going to medical school and wanting to be doctors, Ellie said. Wow, that can't be a coincidence. Ellie and Dawson share so many similarities and have the same passions. God has brought them together, and hopefully they will change and transform their patients' lives just as their doctors did for them as children. They are sure to help the world be a better place through their experience, dedication, and heart for patients.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.
Want to learn more about God and His will for your life, one verse at a time? I'm Quinice Petway, co-host of the Your Daily Bible Verse podcast. I'm inviting you to tune in and subscribe at lifeaudio.com.